Hello everyone, today I am coming at you with a full body, dumbbell only, at home friendly workout to build symmetry throughout your body. Science tells us that one of the most powerful traits that we find physically attractive or appealing in people is symmetry. A lot of the studies are done on like facial symmetry, and this workout isn't gonna make your face more even, but it will make your body more even. So training for symmetry not only promotes an overall more balanced, conventionally attractive physique, but also it can help prevent injury. Muscle imbalances, particularly in muscle groups that you use repeatedly throughout the day, so like if you're walking and you're using your legs over and over, like walking is a very repetitive movement. If you have a bad imbalance between your legs, like your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, etc., and you're repeating that over and over, that can lead to injury. So the more symmetric you can make your strength and your muscles on each side of your body, the less prone you're going to be to injury. Now, if you have really bad asymmetric imbalances, you might need to do a little bit of extra work to correct those, but in general, how you want to train for symmetry is focusing more on unilateral movements. So training one side of the body at a time rather than both together. So instead of a normal squat where both legs are working, you should do a lunge or a split squat so that you're only working one leg at a time. And then the way to ensure balance is you start with the weaker or smaller side. And you should work that side to the appropriate intensity of whatever you're going for. So let's say you're training for hypertrophy, you're training in the 8 to 12 rep range, and you start with a lunge on your right side because your right side is weaker. If you're doing like 20 pounds and can do 10 reps on that side, then you should match that on the stronger or bigger side. And it will feel like you're not working as hard on the stronger side, but it should feel that way. The point of this is to give your weaker side space to catch up so that you're not continually strengthening the stronger side at the same rate that you're strengthening the weaker side. Because then both sides are gonna get stronger, but you're just still gonna have the same imbalance. So as you go through this workout, for any of the exercises where you're doing one side at a time, make sure you start with the weaker or smaller side and then match the volume that you do on that side with your stronger side. And if you really do want to prioritize symmetry in your physique, I recommend either doing just like a whole phase, so like 4 to 6 weeks of just training in this style, like mostly unilateral work, really focusing on bringing up your weaker side, or make sure you're regularly incorporating unilateral training into your overall training program. So we're about to dive into the workout. If you're excited, give this video a thumbs up, but before we do the workout, I have a very exciting announcement. If you've been following me on Instagram, you've heard me talking about this, but I have just recently like low-key launched a new business that's very exciting. I recently launched Holistic Fitness Labs. That is a holistic fitness company that draws on both modern science and all of my practical experience on a mission to empower you to escape what kind of feels like a battleground of fitness culture and instead help you transform your body, your health, your life, and just how you feel in a way that actually feels good. Because fitness should feel good. Holistic Fitness Labs is basically just gonna be MissFitAndNerdy, just under a different name and bigger and better, ideally. It's gonna be same ethos, same me, still like anti-diet dogma, still prioritizing health over quick results. I just genuinely, like honestly, wanted to create a separate business that I didn't have to put my face on, because while I love doing this and vlogging and being MissFitAndNerdy, I wanted to have something that was a little bit separate from me as a person and as an individual. And while I, again, absolutely love this to death and this is my dream job, I didn't pick the influencer life. The influencer life picked me. And so I want to start something outside of that. So I have been pouring my heart and soul into this since January. I'm so incredibly excited about this and passionate about it. Like, it's everything that I'm passionate about on YouTube. I'm just transferring it a little bit. But the first product that I will be launching is what I've already been telling you guys about, which is Reverse Dieting 101, the Metabolism Repair Manual, which is going to be the most comprehensive course on reverse dieting you will ever find anywhere, ever. Throughout my years working with clients, I have just over and over seen the magic of reverse dieting and seen how it can just powerfully transform so many people's lives. Like, for example, I have a client right now who was eating 1,400 calories when I started working with her. She's now eating 3,000 calories. and basically maintaining weight. I also have another client who came to me more recently. She was eating 1,600 calories. I've gotten her up to 2,300 calories. She's lost like 12, 13 pounds in the process, and we're still going. Like, my goal is to get her to like 2,800 calories. Living a life of restriction in an attempt to get to your goals doesn't get you anywhere, and reverse dieting is the key to get you out. And it's just, everyone needs this information that I am giving to my clients, and so I wanted to just put it all in a course to make it accessible to literally everyone, because I don't have the capacity to work one-on-one with everyone, but I can put all of my knowledge into a course and put it out there for people. So this course is going to be everything that you need to know to speed up your metabolism so that you can finally lose fat, get the physique that you want, eat as much as you want, and make fitness feel good, not feel like a sad battleground where you're constantly like fighting hunger cravings and like dying on the treadmill and just generally not enjoying the journey. So it's gonna break it down step by step, show you exactly where to start, how to plan your reverse diet. The course material is gonna be a bunch of video lectures, downloads, spreadsheets for you to use to help you plan things out. And then it's also gonna come with 4 months of monthly Q&As with yours truly. Like, I will be available to you to answer questions, and also a community forum where you can get support from each other, ask questions, and I will also be in there answering questions. So the course is gonna be available on July 1st, and it will be available for sale for only 10 days because I want us all to start at the same time, because I'm gonna be doing Q&As for 4 months, and if you start 3 months later, then you're not gonna get the Q&As. There will also be a limited capacity to this course because I will be in there like in a group coaching capacity, and I can't just answer questions for thousands of people at once. So if you do want a spot in this course, make sure you mark your calendar so that it doesn't sell out and you miss your chance to do it. And lastly, pro tip, if you follow Holistic Fitness Labs on Instagram and or get yourself on my email list, which you can do via my website, holisticfitnesslabs.com, you may be able to get yourself some discounts and fun things and maybe some bonuses with the course. It's a secret. Don't tell anyone I told you, but pro tip. So I'm literally just like so excited to be sharing this with you guys, because this is something that's just kind of been in the back of my head forever, and I'm freaking stoked, man. This is information that I think can just transform so many people's lives and their relationship with fitness, and potentially undo a lot of the damage that diet culture has done to society. Like, I just can't wait for this to be out there. But let me know if you guys have any questions about the course, or if there's anything you want me to make sure I include in the course. Leave that down in the comments below. Go follow my Instagram, and without further ado, let's get into the workout. So I'm working out from home today, so I'm starting off this workout with a quick little walk around the block just as a warm-up to get my blood flowing, get my body a little bit warm, just because I have been sitting basically all day just working, and so I need to just like ease my body in to exercise and not just jump in. So the goal here is just to get the blood flowing, get my heart rate up a little bit, get my body a little bit warm, not to like get sweaty, tire myself out. The last thing you want to do with a warm-up is warm up so much that you actually perform worse on your workout because you're tired from your warm-up. So my cardio warm-up that I usually do is literally like 2.5 minutes. If I'm at the gym, it's usually like Stairmaster for leg day, rowing machine for upper body day. Today's a full body workout, so I'm just going for a little walk, and I'm gonna do a more functional warm up to make sure my whole body is ready to go. But yeah, I see people doing like 20 minutes of cardio to warm up for their workouts. Like, that's not a warm up, that's a workout in itself. And if you're trying to lift and trying to make gains in the gym, that's gonna end up having a detrimental effect on your workout performance and the progress that you can make. After getting back from my walk, I did my functional warm up, and this is my non-negotiable part of any workout. I don't care if I only have like 20 minutes to do a workout, I will spend at least like 3 minutes doing this kind of warm up. You can't go from 0 to just squatting 150 pounds without any sort of warm up. Worst case, it could result in pretty serious injury. Best case, you're not going to maximize the efficacy of your workout if you haven't done a proper warm up before you get into it. The goal here is to prime the body and the nervous system by going through exercises that articulate all ranges of motion that you will be performing during the workout, so that when you add load to the exercises, the body's already ready for it. What I'm doing here is just an example of some exercises that you can do before your warm up, but I definitely recommend tailoring it to your body and what you know your body needs before your workout. All right, it's time to get into the workout. Check this out. I am so excited about this. Just realized I should have swept the mat before I did the big reveal, but I have a home gym set up. I'm gonna sweep those leaves real quick though. Okay, let me give you a super quick tour. So 2 months ago, 2 of my roommates moved out, got 2 new amazing roommates, and one of them came with this setup, so that was a plus. So I now have barbell, plates, mat, rack, very exciting. And I was like, all right, since there's gonna be some home workouts going on, I might as well finally actually get some of my own home workout equipment. So I got this bench from Flybird Fitness, and so far I'm absolutely loving it. And then these adjustable dumbbells also from Flybird. I've never used adjustable dumbbells before, so like maybe I'm just way too amazed at this, but like they're so convenient. So like all you do is you turn it to the weight that you want to use. So 11 just picks up, you just got one little plate on there. Then you turn it, 22, you got another plate on there. Turn it, not gonna be able to do this one-handed once it gets too heavy, but like, whee! Now we got more plates. Okay, now it's heavy. But like, these are just so super convenient and it's amazing. Writing this reverse dieting course has just taken up a lot of my time, and I felt like I've had a lot less time for the gym. I've still been making it, but it's been harder. And so having this available for me on days when I'm just like, I can't leave the house, like I don't have time to drive to the gym and drive back, I just want to get a quick workout in, or on days where like I want to just work all day but take like 3 20-minute breaks to do like part of a workout. Like that's so much easier for me to like get my workout in but still stay super productive. Because like I talk a little bit about this in my ebook Brains and Gains, which is theoretically a fitness and lifestyle program for students, how when you move throughout the day, like you don't want to just spend 8 hours straight at your desk studying. If you get up regularly throughout that and intersperse it with activity, you will actually have better focus, better cognition, better memory retention, all that good stuff, and you can get a little workout in. So like having home gym equipment can actually be super transformative, because doing like an all-day workout where you do the same amount of volume, like you're not doing more, but you just spread it out throughout the day, you can get a lot better results doing that. So like I think once I'm done with this reverse diet and like trying to do that like more regularly, I just haven't had time to like plan it out or think about it, but basically I'm super excited to have home gym equipment. And if you do want to check out Flybird, which is where I got the bench and the dumbbells, I did manage to get you guys a little discount code. You can use the code MarissaFit10 to get yourself 10% off of any of their home workout equipment. So I'll leave a link to that down in the description box below, but let's do this workout. Now that we're all warmed up, we're gonna start the workout off with Bulgarian split squats. Start standing in front of the bench and rest 1 foot behind you on the bench. If you want it to be a more glute/hamstring focused split squat, set up with a slightly longer stance, or for a more quad dominant lunge, keep the stance shorter. I personally find that when I start with my leg set at a 90-degree angle, then take a small little hop forward, it puts me at the perfect distance. But play around with your stance, as the ratio of your femur to your tibia or your upper to lower leg will play a big role in what exact stance length works best for your body to hit the muscles that you want to hit. You're going to want to aim for a small forward torso lean, but don't overdo it. To initiate the movement, sit back with your hips like a squat, driving your knee in the direction of your toes. And yes, it is okay for your knees to go past your toes. As you stand, drive through your glutes and quads to bring yourself back upright. Once you've done 8 to 10 reps on one side, switch sides and do another 8 to 10 reps. Make sure your foot positioning on the second side is the same as the first. If you don't pay attention, it's easy to have a slightly longer, shorter, wider, narrower, etc. stance, which would only enhance any imbalance that you already have. Once you've done 8 to 10 reps on both sides, rest for 60 to 90 seconds, and then repeat 2 to 3 more times for a total of 3 to 4 sets. That last set just hit my glutes real hard. I've been training glutes like every day for the last 3 or 4 months. Yes, I'm gonna make a video explaining how I'm actually doing that in a way that's not counterproductive. But my connection to my glutes has just like skyrocketed. So I really felt that in my glutes. That's nice. We're gonna give the little leggies a break and switch to shoulders for a bit with the alternating Arnold Press. Start with both dumbbells at your chest, palms facing in. Keep one at your chest and press the other straight up, corkscrewing your wrist so that your palm faces outward at the top. Make sure to hold the rest of your body stable. As you bring the weight back down, corkscrew your wrist back to your palm facing your chest and do the mirror of the movement on the other side. This is 1 rep. The Arnold Press is one of my favorite shoulder exercises exercises because of the complete range of motion that it takes your shoulder through. It hits all three heads of the deltoid at once, front, side, and rear delt, which makes it a very effective and efficient move. The Arnold Press also helps improve your posture, keeps your muscles under tension longer than traditional presses, and helps reach the medial and posterior deltoids, which don't get much love during most workouts. So you're gonna do 10 to 12 reps for 3 sets, resting 60 to 90 seconds between sets. Next, we have the single leg assisted Romanian deadlift. The single leg Romanian deadlift is an amazing full body exercise. It mostly targets the glutes and the hamstrings, but as with any deadlift variation, it hits the whole posterior chain. Today, we're doing an assisted single leg Romanian deadlift to emphasize symmetry. So instead of the non-working leg just floating up behind you as you hinge forward, you're gonna start with the knee of the non-working leg on a bench. This adds a lot more stability to the exercise, so you can really focus on symmetry of movement, and you can also get the feedback from the bench to feel if you're moving symmetrically. Start with a dumbbell in the hand of the working leg, shift your weight onto the working leg, and hinge back at the hips. Make sure you're really feeling the stretch through your glute and your hamstring, and make sure you keep your back in a neutral position and keep your core engaged. Once your hips don't go any farther back, that is the end of the range of motion. Don't just keep bending over through your back to get the weight to go lower. To stand, focus on pulling through your working glute and hamstring to pull your body upright. You're gonna do 8 to 10 reps on one side and then switch to the other side. Do these slow and steady and really focus on the connection to your glutes and hamstrings and maintaining a symmetrical pattern of motion, concentrating on the line that your hips follow as you hinge back on both sides. After you've done the same number of reps on each side, rest for 60 to 90 seconds, and then repeat 2 more times for a total of 3 sets. Up next is the dumbbell incline chest press. I love this for working on symmetry because it's unilateral in the sense that each side is working independently and separately because the dumbbells are not connected like they would be with a bar. But since you're using both sides at the same time, you can really watch and make sure that each side is mirroring the other. So you're gonna start with the dumbbells at your chest and just press them straight up, and make sure you go slow and controlled on the way down. If you don't feel like you're completely in control of the weight, or if you notice that one side is maybe going a little bit faster than the other on the way up or down, or you notice that maybe your right arm is a little bit more angled than your left, then I would recommend decreasing the weight a little bit so that you can get complete control and stay in complete symmetry. Also, make sure your elbows don't flare out past 90 degrees, as it's gonna put some strain on your shoulders. Keep them tucked to like a little bit below 90. You're gonna do 8 to 10 reps of these for 3 sets with a 60 to 90 second rest in between sets. And now we have the king of all booty builders, the hip thrust. But today we're making it a single leg hip thrust. You should have hit your glutes pretty well already with the Bulgarian split squats and the single leg Romanian deadlift. So this is more for just added volume. You want to line the bench up with the bottom of your shoulder blades, put the dumbbell on your lap. Your shins should be vertical at the top of the lift. Keep your chin tucked to protect your spine. Focus on moving the weight with the glutes and not with the lower back or the hamstrings or the quads. If you feel any other muscle group other than your glutes activating, you may just want to decrease the weight. When you approach the top of the movement, finish the lift by contracting your glute hard and thrusting your hip forward. That's why it's called the hip thrust. But make sure you're not overextending your lower back just to get your hips higher. I also like to take a split second at the bottom to really feel the connection with my glutes so that I know I'm keeping that mind to muscle connection throughout the entire range of motion. You're gonna do 10 to 12 reps on each side, then rest 60 to 90 seconds and repeat 2 to 3 more times for a total of 3 to 4 sets.
Not gonna lie, the Bulgarian split squats and assisted single leg Romanian deadlifts are not currently like a regular part of my routine, so my glutes have gotten a very different kind of workout today, and they are tired. I can normally single leg hip thrust a little bit more than that without my glutes feeling fatigued, but today the lowest plate of the dumbbells was enough for me.
Then we have the bent over single arm dumbbell row. This is one of my all-time favorite back exercises, and as I say that, I realize that I think anytime I show a back exercise, I say it's one of my favorite because I just love back exercises. But you're gonna start by holding the dumbbell in one hand, bend over to place your opposing knee and hand on a bench to support your body weight. Your hand should be placed directly under your shoulder and your knee should be directly under your hips. Make sure you brace
brace your core for stability. You don't want to be sagging through your core during this exercise. Your back should be flat and your head should be aligned with your spine. Contract through your back to pull the dumbbell up to your side. Think about pulling through your back rather than through your arm or your elbow. And you should really feel the contraction all the way through from the top to your mid to your lower back. On the release, slowly lower the dumbbell. The eccentric part of any exercise is just as important as the concentric part, so don't think of lowering the dumbbell as just resetting for the next pull. Instead, focus on really feeling the stretch through your whole back as you lower the dumbbell. After you've done 8 to 12 reps on each side, rest for 60 seconds, then repeat 2 more times for a total of 3 sets.
And that is the workout. I hope you guys like it. If you try it, if you do try it, please leave a comment, send me a message, let me know how it goes. If you don't do a lot of unilateral training, highly recommend going through this workout at least once just to like feel the difference with the symmetry in your body. It'll bring so much more awareness to how you move your different limbs independently. It might highlight some things that maybe you weren't aware of with your symmetry, or maybe you're perfectly symmetrical and it just won't do anything for you, but most people are not perfectly symmetrical. Anyway, let me know down below what other kinds of workouts you want to see from me. Now that I have a home gym set up, I really want to start filming more workouts because it's a lot easier to film at home than it is in like a gym with people. Also, please do follow Holistic Fitness Labs on Instagram. Stay tuned for the release of Reverse Dieting 101, the Metabolism Repair Manual. Get hype. I'm super hype. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does support me and my channel. I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, your family, and your neighbors. If you want to see more videos from me all about health and fitness, you can check them out over here. See future videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a video, and I will see you very soon. Bye!